All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jodi there.
And we are excited to check out some more QI.
Quite interesting.
And this one we are checking out is where would you put your ladder if you wanted to get to space key?
Where would you put your ladder if you wanted to get to space? In the hole in the ozone layer in Australia.
I know about like the biblical story of the people that try to build that tower.
Oh, the tower. Yeah.
But that would be a huge ladder, and I would never climb up that thing. I'm understand this like you put it like here on the Earth somewhere, and you're trying to climb up to space, as opposed to get a rocket up there.
Or the tallest building on Earth.
Yeah, if you hit a building that is not gonna go to heaven, but gonna go to the top.
That's it.
Part of our atmosphere, you'd have to have an oxygen mask first of all because it gets hard to breathe up there.
And
a jacket or two.
Instead of the stairway to heaven, you just
really
get the ladder to heaven. Oh, you just do one of Elon Musk's
flights
into the
one wobble, right? And you're like all the way either way. No. Never in a million years. I wouldn't even if it was like one of those like step stairs that goes like this, not a spiral, but like at Wet n Wild or whatever, they have like the square ones where it's cement. Even if it was secure with a handrail, I wouldn't do it going that high up. I can't do it. I'm not a fan of heights. As I get older, I am a lesser fan of heights. I used to think I was really tough and I could handle it. Not a chance. I'm not going to do it. So we're going to go and check this out. If you like our reaction to this anyway, please don't forget to
like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video. I think it's hilarious that you you wouldn't do that, because here and sometimes I'm trying to reach something high in a place I will not say online, though some people will know it right away. I will take a desk and I will put a chair on my desk and I will climb so I can staple things on a wall. Or I'll take my spinning stool, my stool that spins, and I'll climb on that and reach up on my tiptoes to pull out staples or staple things.
No.
So I have been maybe called a very dangerous teacher, and not in dangerous that I'm dangerous, but that I do dangerous things. It's not that dangerous. It's fine.
No, that's extremely dangerous, and it's not very smart. No offense.
I know, but it gets me to where I need to be. It's fine. I haven't died yet.
Until it's not. Here we be.
I'm fine.
Where would you put your ladder if you wanted to get into space? Where would you put your ladder if you wanted to get into space?
On top of the spaceship, in a rack. A red flag hanging off of it so some other spaceships don't follow you too closely.
It's a conceptual question. How about this? Up against a wall of silence.
You should have railings built round you and people would come and worship you as a kind of modern Buddha. You've got the look, I have to say.
Oh.
No, it's a good look.
Thank you very much.
Good Buddha look. Yeah.
Rural Buddhas.
Yeah.
So there.
Right. Wisdom and cheat cider.
You're saying where you put the ladder, but you'd assume, I suppose, the obvious answer is you'd put it on the highest point, like Everest.
Yes, that wouldn't...
It'd be a bit bumpy, wouldn't it? You couldn't get a good foothold on it.
It's sometimes called a space ladder. It's more commonly called a space elevator. It is a genuine idea that has been worked on, and many people believe would have saved the space program an enormous amount of money in various ways, was to build a huge elevator that goes from Earth and is counterweighted at the other end, spin round incredibly fast. But it would be an equivalent of geostationary orbit at the end of it, and you would have elevators on it that would go up and down.
With a phone that didn't work in it. I'm stuck on the... I'm about 87,000 miles.
There's some kind of
on Venus.
There's some kind of a door in the roof.
It was Arthur C. Clarke who particularly believed in this thing, but NASA spent a lot of money on it. But the important point is you would have to do it on the equator, where the Earth goes at its fastest. Because it's the bit, you know, like the end of a record goes faster than the middle, obviously.
What about a series of trampolines? They have a huge trampoline, and then up higher up there's another one about half a mile up.
And then you miss one. No.
So it's like a staircase of trampolines going up into space, and then there's a big bouncy castle at the top.
Absolutely.
And a bloke charging you £1, and you've got to take your shoes off.
Yep.
I tell you the best way to get into space. I would tell you. I've just realised it, and it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. I'm going to be so rich. Bubble.
Absolutely.
A bubble. Get in a bubble. Just float up there.
Absolutely.
Go for some
I
pop.
mean a big bubble. I'm not talking about those bubbles you see in the... That's not a bubble.
Stupid little one.
You call that a bubble, mate? You can't see my bubble. No, a big bubble. You get in the bubble and off you go.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Who wants in? Me. This is like the Dragon's Den for cranky ideas.
How about this? You could just imagine.
Oh, Bill.
Huh?
Bill, that's so beautiful.
It's the wisdom of the rural Buddha. The Dalai Farmer.
Nice.
Excellent.
I've been struggling with that for about 5 minutes. Gotta be something in this.
Oh, your
That's me all the
synapses are
time.
firing beautifully. We'd use your synapses to fire people into space.
All that I could think of when they were talking about the red flag was, I don't know why, but it just popped in my mind of when I used to go to the lake as a kid, and you'd always have an orange flag as you were going around if somebody was in the water to let boats around you know, like you're tubing or wakeboarding or something like that. And then the minute like the person let go of the rope or fell off or what crashed, whatever happened, you'd immediately raise that orange flag as you'd spin around. So let boats know, like, be mindful there's a person floating in the water around here. And that's all I could think of with that red flag. Orange flag, somebody's in the water.
All I can think of was how ridiculous that idea is. I mean, the latter one's even more ridiculous. But an elevator to space. They said, imagine how much time and energy and money you would save. Yes. But would we really? How much would it cost to build the shaft that you would need for an elevator? An elevator that runs all... And I'm sure in science, he was talking about something I wasn't understanding. There's some kind of science out there that it will not take any power at all if you just give it a push. I have no idea. But how that high end, imagine if you're flying an airplane. I know they have air traffic controls and they have, you know, tools and they have instruments. Someone hit the thing again. Like it all collapsed and it crushed all of Ireland.
It does make you think of, though, like when you're playing and you're stacking cards or Jenga or something like that, and how the higher you go,
yes,
the
you have to have a huge
like,
base.
Yes, structure.
It just seems like the dumbest idea ever. Could you imagine the suckers? Like you see these people, I don't know how they do it. They climb up the ladder on the top of these 3-story buildings, or even a 2-story building, to like put up whatever on the roof, to fix the roof, whatever it is. Roofers do it. It's just part of their job. And they like harness themselves to the roof so if they fall off, they're safe. No, thank you. But once you get up like 5 miles, wow, it's really high up here. No. Like, and you're up there and you're just like slapping the cement up. You're slap like, oh man, I need more cement. Let me go all the way. No, it just sounds like the stupidest. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? What am I missing here? You have a giant Minecraft tile tower just right there by the equator going all the way up.
I get you. I feel
Look
like...
at the beautiful Earth. And don't mind the antenna that's sticking out of it. That's an elevator shaft. Stupid NASA.
Well, I was just saying, as cool as it is, like outer space travel and all these different things that we're doing, I do worry that the more and more technology goes on, the more we're doing things like just how much we're destroying our Earth. And I know the United States is huge with it. I know that we have exited ourselves from some green alliance entities, like being a part of recycling and stuff. I know that we do not do a good job with it, and that should be changed. But I just think that there's no need for an elevator. We don't need to send people up for a little vacay around space for 12 minutes.
I think I saw somewhere, I don't know, I didn't check it out. I think Katy Perry did that recently.
She did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I honestly, I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yes, very, very
Unnecessary.
irresponsible in a lot of ways. But I still can't get over the elevator thing. That's just ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Well, to get over it, tell me if you guys would be interested in this, because I want to watch this one. But it's another QI, and it's what? Oh, it just started. Why not? I just meant to. What does this fish use its tail for? Well, it's obviously not for swimming, so now I want to know. Is it like a snapper
It
tail?
showed off a thong, so I'm not sure we're talking about something else kind of fish. I have no idea.
I
We'll have to
missed
check that out. No offense. You don't have to tell us, because we'll just check it out next time. Makes my job easier. If you like our reaction, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Always watching. Appreciate you. And until next time.
Goodbye.